on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First carry now for Alex Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Flacco. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On the return of time. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yellow!
Flacco off play action. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll begin the drive with Collins. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Second down, Flacco now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Flacco. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Dolphins on top. They've moved out in front of the Bills in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Fells has it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. A give to Bell. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He's going to get it running right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Bell, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Bailey now to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's Hyde. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A screen to Bell. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flacco, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, we, of course, saw this a little while back in an Alabama-Auburn game at the college level. You just don't expect to see this, though, in the NFL.
No, not at all. And what you're also seeing are NFL teams being more aggressive about, hey, if you're going to miss the field goal, we got a guy back there. If we've got a chance to bring it back and create better field position, or in this case, get a score, they're going to do that nowadays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first and goal, Collins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Flacco from the gun. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Flacco. And he's got Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things. But how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things. And each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll go again with Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down here and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Passing play, Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Flacco. And able to find John Brown. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Operating off play action, Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. Now a desperate, and got his man complete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. One last gasp for Flacco. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.